Okay, ladies and gentlemen, part 2 of graphing in any form. We are going to look at graphing in point-slope form. So, follow along with your notes, and let's do this thing. Graphing in point-slope form, you have two options. You can either A, pick out the point and slope, plot the ordered pair, and move according to slope. So this is much like we did for slope-intercept form. You are going to plot a point and move according to slope. The other option is to rewrite the equation into slope-intercept form, plot the y-intercept as we had before, and move according to slope. So we are going to do a little bit of both. So for line A, pulling out the point, remembering that the formula is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1, and that this is the value of x and the value of y, and if that were to become addition, we would have had to plug in a negative. So the number is actually opposite of what you see. So for line A, my x value is 4, not negative 4, just 4. My y value is 1, and my slope is 2. If I were to change this to slope-intercept form, and this is again your preference, I would distribute the 2 and get y minus 1 equals 2x minus 8. Add the 1 to both sides and get y equals 2x minus 7. So now if I plot both of those, doing either way, keep in mind what would happen here. So I'm going to plot in blue, starting with 4, 1 and moving at a slope of 2. So 4 to the right and 1 up, moving up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and continuing down and over, down and over, down and over, down and over, and again one more. So I'm not going to fill that in yet because I want you to see that this should be the same line as well. This has a y-intercept of 0, negative 7, and I still have a slope of 2. So I should be starting at 0, negative 7. Oh, look at that. Same spot. Up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. I actually get the same line no matter which form that's written in because it's the same line. So that would be line A. Line B, I can pull out my point, remembering it's the opposite. That's a negative 2. That's a positive 5. There's a slope of negative 3. Good, a negative slope. We need practice with that. Rewriting, y minus 5 equals negative 3, x plus 2. Distribute, that's y minus 5 is negative 3x minus 6. Bring that 5 to the other side. Y is negative 3x minus 1. That's a 1. That's not very neat. I should fix that. Right over here. Y equals negative 3x minus 1. That would be an ordered pair of 0, negative 1. Slope of 3, negative 3, which would be negative 3 over 1. So if I plot that ordered pair, I'm supposed to be plotting negative 2, 5. That's left 2, up 5. Moving at a slope of negative 3, which is down 3 over 1. Down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. And continuing or up in reverse. Notice if I plot the same things, if I follow this, I'm starting at 0, negative 1. Oh, look at that. That's already a point on my line. Down 3 over 1. I am on that same line. This is not going to be a very straight line. Bear with me. And that was line B. So either way should work for you. On this next one, pull out the point. That's a -6, -4, opposite of what you see. Ooh, tricky. There's not a one number there, but there's a negative. Slope of -1. Or slope-intercept form. We should see how to distribute this -1. Distribute the -1 to everything. And we get y plus 4 is -x minus 6. Bring your 4 over. Y equals -x minus 10. Remembering that there's a 1 there. So my y-intercept is 0, -10 with a slope of -1. So plotting those points, starting with -6, left 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down 4, and going down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, trying to be perfect with this, my finger, but it's a little bit more difficult than it looks, people. So, anyways, -6, -4. Down 1 over 1, I should be at every line like that somewhat. See if we can be a little bit more clear with -10. We should be crossing at -10. Same thing, we can't go to the left, so we can go up and over, up and over. And our line should be going right through those spots. Boy, do I hope your line is better than that. And that's C. Okay, so again, you can graph more than one. Just label them on that same paper. And that is graphing in point slope form. 2 options. Pick which one you like the best.